What is it we always say in Blue Group? You can let your freak flag fly.
Easy to use.
You just be who
Yes.
you are. One of the kids that comes to mind, she was completely isolated. It was nobody sat within 3 to 4 feet of her, and it was just the energy that she was giving off. And so I walked in and I sat across from her and started to have a conversation. And she said, "You really don't have to talk to me. You're not going to like me, and I'm not going to like you." And so she started to come to Blue Group, and she brought this very bristly, angry vibe that we realized was a defense mechanism. She was protecting herself from something, and we didn't know what it was yet. And so we would just let her vent.
Yep.
Let her be who she was with absolutely no judgment whatsoever. And she kept coming back. And in the Blue Group, we had such a cross-section of all the different groups on campus.
Yeah, kids that would not necessarily hang out outside of the Blue Group.
And here was a safe place for them to do that and to talk about issues that were important to them. And for some of them, it was the first time in any setting that their voice had been valued.
It was sort of an idea bank for them, is sort of how we delivered it to them, as in, you're important, we want to hear what you have to say. And we were very cognizant about letting the kids feel comfortable. There was nothing, there were no wrong things to say.
So when they would talk about the issues, sometimes it would start as a complaint.
Oh yeah.
And the complaint would be out there, and after that was out there, well, what do we do about it?
Mm-hmm.
And then this became a little incubator. Blue Group became
Big time.
an incubator for how we do grading, how we set up systems.
Mm-hmm.
So then they would come up with an idea to solve it. We would look at it through the teacher's perspective, and then we would pilot it in my class and in Jeremy's class to see if it was something that we could scale school-wide.
We do highs and lows and let them vent, and then here we go, let's problem solve. Let's not leave here with just complaining.
And so I remember the first time we were sitting right over there, and she looked up and looked in my eyes as I was answering a question. And that was the first time that she really engaged in listening. And from there, even though there were ups and downs,
Oh, sure.
she really came into her own. And then this morning, one of my favorite things to think about the contrast is this morning as I walked on campus, and I'm walking in through the hallway and laying on the floor in the hallway reading a book, as happy as she could possibly be. And I look over at her and I'm, "Good morning." And she looks up at me with a smile on her face. "Good morning." What a transformation in 1 year.